Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining me. I'm Cheryl and this is Your Journey Yoga. Today we are going to spend some time on that beautiful belly. We're going to work to strengthen the obliques, the rectus abdominis, those transverse abdominis. So getting them all. We're going to throw some fun stuff in, some challenging stuff. Modify as you need to, guys. Take a break as you need to. Just hope that you enjoy and you learn and explore and have a big old smile on your face at the end for everything that you have accomplished. But just thank you for being here. I appreciate you very much. So if you're ready to start, you've got some water handy. We are going to turn and we are going to place those feet on the mat about hip width apart, and we're going to glue those soles of the feet to the earth. Bringing the hands behind the thighs, we're just going to ever so slowly begin to roll it back. Just a nice natural curve of your spine as you come back, drawing that belly button in and up towards the spine. We want to keep those feet glued and then slowly coming back up. If you need the assistance with those hands, use the assistance. Otherwise, just work in that core. Slowly we roll it back. And then on your exhale, lift it back up. Nice tall spine. Again, roll it back. If it feels right to you, release that support. If you're like, wow, I really could use that support, just keep it. So now we have just progressed. If we've released behind those thighs, we've gone from support to a counterweight. So what comes after that? I'll show you in just a second. So we've got 3 more of these. Now we can back it off and use that support. We can keep those arms extended or cross your arms. And yep, we've just added weight. So progression, guys. Progress equals progression, right? So the more we come back, the stronger we get. Breathe. The body responds. It's a beautiful thing. Let's do that one more time. Take it back. Belly button drawn in. And we rise. Now let's extend those arms back out and let's take it back. We're going to hold it back and we're going to turn to the left, a little reach, come back through to center, turn to the right and reach, come back to center and rise. Lift your arms, a little release for that lower back, lowering back as low as feels right to you. And we turn to the left. You're still using that support if you need to behind those thighs. And we just rotate through the torso. It's absolutely fine. So you would just rotate through those shoulders and come back to center and rise. But lift those arms because that's a really nice release, you guys. And then slowly lower back down. So again, if you want, arms can be extended or cross. And we rotate. Coming back to center and we rotate. So really working to get as much rotation as you can. Coming back to center, rise and reach. Let's do one more. Take it back, arm position wherever you want it to be. Turn to the left, big rotation. Back to center. Turn to the right, big rotation. And back to center. And reach and rise. Sit up nice and tall. Beautiful. Bring the hands behind you and let's lower down onto our forearms. So palms of the hands against the mat. We're going to draw that belly button in and up. We have this tendency to kind of arch the back. We want to have a nice long spine, just creating a little diagonal line and those elbows right below those shoulders. So if this is not great for your shoulders, you can always come all the way down onto your back. We're going to pull those knees in towards the chest. We're going to extend the legs to the sky. Now, one leg at a time, we're going to take that left leg down, almost all the way down, right leg down, almost all the way down, and pull it back in. So you can decide how low you go. One leg at a time, left leg comes down, still lifting out of that chest, but not arching the back. Right leg lowers, and pull it back into that tuck. So a little active recovery here. Extend. We're going to do one more. Isolating those legs, and then if you like, we're going to do both legs at the same time. Otherwise, just keep working the same way. Core strong. Keep that belly button drawn in. There's this tendency to push your belly out. Keep that belly button drawn in. just as low as you can come without arching the back. So it's listening to your body, guys, and it's recognizing that want to go deeper. But where are you right now? Where is your body ready to go? That challenge, but where we can maintain form, where we can maintain no pain, where we're giving that body that challenge that it needs. This is our last one. So if you were alternating legs, this should be your fourth one, second one on each side. Pull it in, and let's rock it up. Nicely done. Extend those arms back out. Feet are out and away from you, hip width apart. Again, support, extend, or cross. We lean it back. And let's lift those feet. Breathe. Find that breath. So now we're going to extend the legs either one at a time or both. If we extend one, reach and cross. Extend the other, reach and cross. Alternating sides. Doing what works for you. If you want to do both, yep, do both. Coming up to that V position. Breathe. Find your breath. Awesome. So now we're working, yes, core, but can you feel those quads and those hip flexors? Let's do one more. And just roll forward. Nice release. Doing a lot of stuff here. That lower back is going to love this. Those hips will probably be pretty happy too. Just let your head be heavy. Breathe. Slowly, let's roll it up. Sitting up nice and tall. And let's come up onto all fours, my friends. Find your breath. We're going to extend right leg straight back down the mat, and then we're going to rotate to a side plank. Reaching up. Find your breath, and as you exhale, reach that right hand down and through. And let's bring it back up. Extending and reaching, threading the needle. Exhale, hand comes down and across and through. And unwind it. Now, if you like, you can stay here with that knee bent, or you can extend your legs and reach it through. So our next progression is to have those feet long, legs long, feet staggered. If you like, stack your feet. So a little narrower base, a little more challenging for balance. Let's do one more. Take it through. Breathe. Bring it back. Extend that arm and slowly release it back, either to the knees or the toes. What better exercise to work that whole body? Getting that belly button drawn in. We're in plank. Lengthening through the crown of the head. Let's super slow lower that plank down. Super slow. Take your time. Make it last. Feel those elbows right by your ribs. At that lowest point, hold. And then super slow. Press it back up. Now that coming up can be harder than that going down, but we're resisting gravity in both directions. Releasing the knees, untuck those toes, extend that left leg straight back, rotate the body, and extend left arm to the sky. Reach it up. And as you exhale, that left hand comes down and across, reaching slightly behind and through. Unwind it and reach to the sky. Exhale, hand comes down and across, reaching slightly behind and through. Unwind it and reach to the sky. Now, if you like, extend the legs, stagger those feet, and take it down and across. And reach to the sky. One more like this. And then we'll do that one more progression, only if the body is ready. As you reach to the sky, if your body says, yep, I'm ready, stack those feet. Two more, thread the needles. Slow and steady. Do you feel those obliques, guys? Yes, indeed. Last one. Full extension to the top. And gently release your hands down. Back to plank. Yep, you guessed it. Hold your plank. Find your breath. Slow it down. And let's come down onto the forearms carefully. And let's rock those hips side to side. Now those knees can be down or those knees can be off. Legs can be long. And we're just rocking side to side. Those little dips, we don't have to touch the ground. Make this movement as big as your body is ready to go. Let's do one more each side. Coming back to center. Release the knees. Untuck those toes and press it back to child's pose. Just a nice stretch for the shoulders, for the lower back. Just checking in. Hopefully feeling amazing. And let's walk those hands back up to a tabletop position. Breathe. We're going to sweep that left foot out to the side. Right leg extends all the way down the back of the mat once again, and we're going to rotate to a very modified side plank. Breathe. We're going to lift that right leg, flex your foot. Find that breath. So we want shoulder right over the wrist, hip right over the knee. Arm extended. We're going to kick forward twice and back twice. And we're going to do our very best to keep that upper body as still as possible. And just let the movement happen in that hip joint. Forward and back. Doing our best to keep that leg moving in that straight horizontal line rather than dipping down in the center. Breathe. Reaching out through those fingertips. So this, we're working those obliques, but we're getting this added bonus of those glutes. Haha. And that glute med, you'll feel that guy. Ah, yes, indeed. Let's go back once more and come back to center. Little lifts and lowers. Nice. And point your toes, little circles. Doesn't matter which direction. You feeling that? Yes, indeed, me too. And switch directions. Nicely done. Hold, flex your foot, press through that heel. Can you lift your leg any higher? You're like, nope. You're in good company. And release. Come back to tabletop. Oh, that hip we just worked. Press it out to the side. Reach your hands in the opposite direction. And just let your head be heavy. I have a love-hate relationship with those. They're amazing and they work, but they're just downright hard. Find your breath, guys. And inhale, lift, walk it back through to center. And again to child's pose. Just a nice release. Because, yep, we have another leg. Gotta show that leg some love. And let's walk those hands back up to tabletop. And we're gonna sweep that right foot out to the side. Left leg extends straight down the back of the mat. We rotate and reach. So again, we're gonna have knee right under the hip, shoulder right over the wrist, arms extending up to a T, and breathe. We're gonna lift that left leg and flex the foot, finding that level that feels right to you. So good stability. Shouldn't have to be leaning on your hand a ton. It's really on that right leg. We go forward 2 kicks and back 2 kicks. We're doing our best to just keep that nice level line, not dipping through center as best you can, guys. It's not a perfect world. We just do our best every day, right? We do our best to keep that upper body still and just let that movement happen through that hip joint. Find your breath. Almost there. Now you'll find that this leg might fatigue a little faster. It's already worked being that supporting leg. You might notice that supporting leg because it's already worked. Last one forward, last one back. Come back to center. Little ups and downs. Breathe. Smile if you can. And last one, point your toes. Little circles. These will make you sweat if you weren't already. And switch directions. Beautiful. And hold. Flex your foot. Oh, can you lift it a little bit higher? Hello. Oh my goodness. And really sit down, pressing that left hip to the left, reaching with those hands to the right, and press it out. Just a really nice stretch through that left hip, down that left side body. Beautiful work. And let's go ahead and come back through to center. And let's walk up those hands. And we're going to come back over onto our bottom. Extending those legs out nice and long. Flex your feet, reach to the sky. Lengthen and hinge it forward. Release your hands. Oh, and just relax the weight of your head. Find your breath. Almost there, you guys. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. Soften your feet. Close your eyes. Lower the arms to shoulder height and just slowly roll yourself back. And relax. Let's draw that right knee in towards the chest. Breathe. Let's bring the hands to the shins and hold on. We're going to pull that knee in nice and tight. Now you might notice this really nice stretch that happens down that left hip flexor, down the front of that left leg. That's a beautiful thing. If you like keeping that upper body down, we're going to lift that left leg. Now you don't have to lift that left leg. You can keep it down. You can even bend your knee and have the sole of the foot to the mat. So if you feel ready, we're going to lift the upper body. Otherwise, it stays down. Breathe. We're going to take that right hand and we're going to reach down towards the foot. We're going to pull that right knee in, and then we're going to switch. Left hand comes down by that left foot. That right hand pulls that left knee in, and switch. So that outer hand just reaching down towards the foot, alternating side, just a nice tug of that knee in, keeping that belly button drawn in. Upper body is lifted, or we can rest that head down. Find your breath. Feel that extension through that lengthening of the leg. Point those toes. Find your breath. We're going to do one more on that left side. And then all of a sudden, we're going to straighten that right leg. And we're going to take a hold behind that right calf. Now we're going to do 2 tugs. And we're going to switch. 2 tugs. And switch. So at any point, guys, if you need support for the head, use one hand or bring that upper body back down. We're working to keep those legs just as straight as we can get them, to keep that belly button drawn in and down. But listen to your body. We want it to be challenging, maybe even break a sweat. But we don't want pain, guys. We don't want to irritate the body. We just want to challenge it and change it for the better. Breathe. Let's do one more. And pull those knees in. Ah, yes. Extend those arms back out to a T. Pull those knees out and away from you a bit. Slowly lower your legs to the right. And allow those legs to come to rest. Turn your gaze out over that left arm. Breathe. So it's about consistency and kindness, my friends. It's about mindful movement, practice and progress, never about perfection. Now, really being mindful, I want you to keep those inner thighs glued together, core is strong, and we're going to slowly lift those legs. Try not to push through that right hand too much, and really fire up those obliques, and our gaze comes back towards the sky. And then ever so slowly, those knees roll to the left. Take your time to get there. Resist that gravity. Don't just let those knees fall. And turn and take your gaze out over that right arm. And then just close your eyes. So as you move through practice with me, anyone, just be mindful of what's easy, what's really challenging. Those challenging poses that don't hurt. No pain, guys, we never want pain. But those poses, those exercises that you have this love-hate relationship with, or maybe it's just not even a love, you just hope you never see him again. I want you to notice why. So recognize the why. If it's because it's hard, your body needs it. Okay, so do your best. Recognize the need for it, and that is equal to love for your body. Now again, be really mindful. Glue those inner thighs together, strong through those obliques. That right oblique is what's really going to kick in here. Oh, and slowly roll it back to center, turning your gaze back towards the sky. Bring the hands behind your thighs and rock it up. Turn and join me. Sitting up nice and tall. Let's do some shoulder shrugs, up and back, just a couple. Now we're going to inhale, reach to the sky. And as you exhale, turn to the right. Left hand to the top of the thigh, right hand behind you, sit up as tall as you can sit, and then turn and take your gaze out over that back shoulder. Just a nice little spinal rotation twist. Inhale, reach to the sky, turn back to face front. And exhale, rotate, right hand to the top of the thigh, left hand behind you to the floor, sit up as tall as you can sit, and then slowly turn your gaze out over that back shoulder. You guys are amazing. Awesome. Inhale, reach to the sky, turn back to face front. Release that right hand to the mat, left arm up and over, and just reach. Oh yes, this feels amazing. And then roll that left shoulder back just a little bit. A little push with that right hand as you lift the left side of your rib cage. Thank you for joining me today, you guys. Means more to me than you could ever know. Inhale, reach to the sky, both arms come up. Exhale, left hand down, right arm up and over, and lean in. Keeping that right sit bone connected to the earth. Give a little push with that left hand. Lift the right side of the rib cage. Breathe. And let's inhale it back up. Reach to the sky. Interlace your fingers, pull your hands behind your head, and just a gentle pull of your chin towards your chest. Close those elbows around the ears. Inhale, head up nice and tall. Release your hands to heart center. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. May your day be filled with everything amazing. Take care of yourselves, you guys. Until the next time, light and love to each and every one of you. And namaste. Be well, my friends.